to my Mr Bojangles guitar lesson. I've arranged this great tune in a jazzy chord melody style. Hi my diligent little jazz bees around the globe, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. You can download all the lesson material like the tabs and the backing tracks from the link down below in the description box. Please also check out my lesson shop GUitarversum.com for more lesson material like this one. And now let's get ready. We're in the key of C major and we have a 4-bar song intro starting with the C6 chord here. That's C on the 8th fret, A and E. And we have a 3/4 time signature with this rhythm going on. That's the bass string first and then the middle 2 strings and repeat it. That's all there is to it. Now we go down a great descending bass line to the G with the B in bass. That's the B, G, and D. And the same rhythm applies. Now for the A minor 7, you have all the 5th fret, all the same string pairs. And now we go up this ascending from G7, that's G, F, and B, all 3 strings at once. A minor 7, which we had before, and the G with the B in bass again. That's it, and now I'll play the intro for you at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're now in the A section, and this is basically the verse, or the first part of the verse here. This is where the singing starts. And we start with that C6 again, C, A, E, we had this before. Going to the D, just this on the G string alone. Back to the E, then I put a little bass in as a filler. And then both strings, the D and the G string. Then the same rhythm applies, but now we go to G6 with the B bass. We had this before, but this time we stretch over the bar chord until the B string. So this is the 6th of the chord. So what you get is B, G, D, and E, all right? Then I go to the G string, B string, the E string as a filler, and then the middle 2 strings, D and G string. Go to the A minor 7 all the way through to the B string, all the 5th fret. Sorry, we need to bar this because now we have the melody, a pull off on the what is this, G string, right? While the rest keeps ringing. Bass string to fill and renew the bass again, and then the middle 2 strings. So what we have is, oh sorry. Right? So this is the first 3 bars. And now we have a C with the G in bass, or you could also say A minor 7 with the G in bass. 3, 5, 5, 5, middle 2 strings. And now the melody goes up, and I harmonized it in 6th. So this is the melody. B and C, and this is the harmonization in the key of C. That's the D and the E, right? Leading us to F. So I start my F here, 8, 7, 5, but I already bar this because now I need the high E string on the 5th fret. Next bar, I strum through it all and get a F major 7 chord. So that's a little more jazzy. As I told you, this is a jazzy arrangement than just a pure F chord. And then I don't slide, but I have it very, it's kind of a bit of a slide over there to the 3rd fret, and giving me a G at 9 chord. G, A, D, G. Then I fill up the rest of the bar with the bass and the G and the B strings. Here's the last bar of the A1 section. That's this ascending movement again that we had in the intro. G7, A minor 7, only till the G string, please. A minor 7 and G over B. Right? So that is the first A section. Then when you play the second A section, you repeat the whole thing. Except for the last bar, except for this upward ascending movement. Now what you do is you just play a G7. It's just a filler chord actually. So what we have G, you can also, if you like, if you prefer that, you can also play it like this. I prefer to play it with my thumb over the E string on the 3rd fret, 3rd of D, 4 and 3. You could also, if you come from the pop scene, you could play this chord and just don't play the A string, okay? Maybe that's easier for you. Okay, but in jazz we want to avoid the fifths and everything that's unnecessary. You know, to have fingers free for additional tensions in case we need them. And the rhythm here is like the rhythm in the beginning. That's the basic 3/4 meter here. Bass, upper strings, bass, upper strings. All right, and I played the whole A1 and A2 sections now for you at relatively slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. If you're into jazz chord melody, I have a great chord melody starter pack for you with 5 easy lessons from my YouTube channel packed into one single package for best value. Check it out. I put a link for you down below in the info box. We're now in the B section, which is still the verse. Let's call it part 2 of the verse, and it has 12 bars. All right, we go to the F chord again. Let's bar it all over. So we get an F major 7 chord again. I start, because the melody doesn't start right away, so I start by filling with bass note, then the D, G, and B strings, right? And here's the first melody tone, the high E string on the 5th fret. Make sure that your filler stuff is quieter than the melody. So this needs to be louder than the beginning. Right? Maybe not as much, but just to show you. Then you strum over the whole chord. And the E string again. Going. The F was the 4th degree of the C major scale, by the way. This is such a great composition. Now we go into E minor, which is the 3rd scale degree. That's E, B, D, G, inner 4 strings only. And I fill the chord by just picking the lower 3 strings quieter. Going over to E7, which will take us to A minor, great resolution. E7, just exchange the minor 3rd for the major 3rd here on the G sharp. And now I have a melody. And I harmonized it in 6th again. This is the E, and I harmonized it with the G sharp, which of course is in the E7 chord. So I'm using the A harmonic minor scale here. Then the D and the F to the C and E. Right? And this one stands for, is part of an A minor chord that we are on right now. I could have also gone like this, but this just sounds so, I don't know, rockish you know, so I just kept playing my sixth. Then a little fill in a country-esque style, but I think it really fits. That's hammer the D, D to E, G, and bridge over. I think that really fits this tune. It's not very jazzy, but it fits the tune. Going down to the sixth. Sixth, what am I saying here? The C with the G in bass. That's what I wanted to say. G, G, and C. Just a filler chord. That takes us to a secondary dominant, the D7 or D chord in this case. With the F sharp in bass, really great. F sharp, the D string, A, and D. Played first the bass first, then the open E string 3 times. The last time, make sure to move your hand already. You don't need to have your hand stuck here. And make yourself ready for the D9 chord. That's the same chord family, D9. 5, 4, 5, 5 inner 4 strings. Going to the D here. Try to keep as many fingers on the fretboard, so to keep the remaining notes ringing. And then the C. Else it will sound like, we don't want that. It's chord melody. Chords and melodies should ring together if it's possible. Taking us to one to the left, G7. We had this before, 3, 3, 4, 3, all 4 strings together. And then the second one, only the upper 3. That's 1 and 2 and rest. And then we have an ascending movement, filling up the gap. A minor, 7 up until the G string, like in the beginning, with the same rhythm. Now B flat diminished, so this is just a fill to go up here. And at 6, 5, 6, B flat diminished. And G over B, we had this, 7, 5, 7. And I let it ring, okay? So. 3. All right, and here's the entire B section at slow tempo for you. 1, 2, 3. So you repeat the entire A section plus 8 bars of the B section, and now we have a different ending. So the last 4 bars are different, and that was the where the G7 was, plus the. We changed that now to a different thing. The second ending, we still have G7, but we play the regular rhythm now. To have more swing for the next part, and now we have G9 sus 4. That's 3, 3, 2, 1. Then you lift your index, have the B string, the G string on the 2nd fret, the bass string again to start all over again. And the last time you keep it open, G9, sus 4, back to G9. And this is actually not a vocal melody, the whole thing. That is what I hear in a lot of versions of this song, that the guitar plays or some other instruments plays. So I thought it's a good fill because there's no vocals here. So this is the last 4 bars of the B second time you play the B section. 1, 2, 3. There are two ways you can support this channel and help to keep the free video tutorials running. First one is to say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button down below this video and donate a little something. The second one is to join the channel, become a member of the channel, and also get neat perks for it like mini lessons. So please help to keep the free video tutorials running. Thanks for your support. Now finally here is the C section, which is the chorus, and we start with an A minor 7. I take advantage of the open A string, so I don't have to bar this, but I only have to bar D, G, B, E strings. And this is not the, there's no melody here, so it's just this chord. You can let it ring for 3 beats, or you fill it up. D, G, B strings, or whatever strings you like, but don't play the high E again or it will sound like a melody. Then we have the real melody, Mr. Bo. You strum it again, then the E string and the 7th of the E string. G6. This could be a little tricky if you're not used to it. That's the G. Then use that same finger to mute the A string. So don't press it, it will sound really awkward. It's the avoid note. Then 5, 4, 5, and the 3rd again, that's the melody. So you need to kind of bend and your index and have pressure here too, but not here. See, that was not good. And then you play the B string again, right? G9 is 4, we had this just before. Right, and now that's actually it. You repeat it thrice, and the 3rd time being different. I'll show you in a second. And the 3rd time. Now we have this ascending movement again. Play it quiet. G7, A minor 7, up till the G string, everything. And G over B. It takes us to the intro, or in this case, outro again. So the outro is the exact same thing as the intro, but played twice plus an ending chord. So let's quickly revisit. We have C6, G over B, A minor 7, ascending movement G7, A minor, G, repeat that. And ending chord is C6. 3, 2, 2, 1. check out my chord melody playlist with hundreds of chord melody tutorials for you. And please give this video a fat thumbs up if you like it. Share the love and the knowledge. And I see you next week. Servus. Baba.